Haberdash is kind of a reference to 100 and 200 years ago when they had haberdashers, where they would make custom suits, custom jackets, custom hats, whatever you needed to be sewn. Not a lot of companies are offering sewing, and in order for us to kind of express that we're still manufacturing garments in the United States, kind of have to reference back to a forgotten age. Britt Sebastian, I'm an apparel manufacturer. We do everything here from screen printing to sewing to graphic design, direct-to-garment printing, just about all things apparel. I started off as an intern for Raleigh Denim, and then I learned how to sew there. I brought that skill back to Richmond and started working on my own clothes. After a few fashion shows, kind of decided that this was kind of what I wanted to do for a living. Ever since I got into sewing, I always had a lot of interest in screen printing. It's a really cool process, and I started off just kind of experimenting with it a little bit. I already knew how to sew. I knew that if I was going to start an apparel business, screen printing was going to have to be a major part of that, because launching a business that does custom sewing from the ground up is almost impossible without having kind of another leg of the business, and screen printing kind of offered that other leg. We have people come in here, they bring us a concept for a line, we help them develop that line, and they bring that line to fruition, by either helping develop their artwork and then deciding how and on what to execute it, and then we get into printing and sewing if they need to do that. And basically they come in with an idea and they leave with a product that's ready for store shelves. I like historical references. I like looking back on the way that designers have done things in the past, and especially uniforms. I've always loved military uniforms and other standard forms of dress from different eras, and then I like to kind of modernize those by fit and by style, by fabric, by pattern. I like to kind of utilize old ideas and make them new again. You see pieces of art and it inspires you to do certain things in the field of design, and then we launch a line of anywhere to 6 to 15 outfits, and then kind of present it and move on to the next line, basically. My mom was definitely a huge influence. I mean, she was a business owner from her early ages. She ran a computer parts business, so I was growing up in the midst of being around business. I kind of got an idea for the lay of the land and how business relationships work. So with that knowledge, I'd always planned on being a business owner one way or another. Once I got out of school, it was kind of either go to the brand center or launch this business, and I kind of got a jump start on it. I got this building a year before I graduated from school, and then started doing renovations on it through the first probably 3 or 4 months into my last year of school, and then I opened up by December. And then by the time I was graduated, I already had enough business to self-sustain. So from then on, I just kind of decided that I would go 100% at this business. Being able to actually make garments from scratch is probably the most impressive part. But I think collectively, the creative group of minds we have here are a really strong asset. We're not the only ones in Richmond that are really excited about where this city's going, and we're really happy to be a part of kind of Richmond growing into its maturity.